All right, you guys, this your boy Town Biz. So shout out to Blueblood Sports. Blueblood basically pulled up on Rolly. I give Rolly credit. He be by himself, no security. I give him all the credit in the world. And Blue Blood does what real journalists are supposed to do when it pertains to boxers, which is ask him tough questions, you know. But I'm gonna keep it 100. A lot of times, in particularly with PBC fighters, especially the melanated fighters, they go Tito Jackson or Ralph Tresvant on you. They get real sensitive and they go run to people and say, "Oh, I don't want him covering my fight." At the end of the day, you signed up for this. It's not going to be always, roses and flowers. Now, if we have a good rapport and you constantly, you know, holla at me and we speak, sometimes it's gonna be some leniency, but at the same time, it's gonna come a time where you gotta ask the tough questions. And Blue Blood basically had Rolly tripping over himself and contradicted himself, and then it got to the point to the interview where he did a typical textbook remark, which I think is real stupid when you start sex playing other fighters, talking about um, Devin and Ryan, they want to do stuff to each other. Like, bro, come on, man, grow up, Rolly. You keep saying that you a Christian, and then you turn around and make a remark like that. And you talking about, and I'm gonna tell you something. The people that bring religion into a conversation, just a casual conversation, just for the heck of it, because you basically asking them real questions. You guys have to understand, and you have to understand, we're not always gonna come there and kiss y'all ass. You know, we're not gonna disrespect you. And Blue Blood was very respectful. He more respectful than what I would have probably been, because there are some fighters that you got to get in the same energy that they give you. Because I'm gonna approach this media thing totally different from this point on, based off how, to a certain degree, I'm not gonna say who they are, how certain fighters have, you know, blatantly disrespected me, but I am gonna start giving them the same energy back. It's not because I want to go viral and all that kind of stuff, because like I said, y'all see how I get down. I held on to that interview with Tiafimo Sr. for over a year. I could have put that out instantly, went viral and all that kind of stuff, and it still did a decent amount of views and stuff. But I'm just saying, when you out in the field, these fighters have to understand we have a job to do. And then when we try to even approach you and just ask you basic questions and you blow us off, and a lot of times, I'm gonna say this again, and I'm gonna put that out in the open. A lot of times you see black fighters do this to black media. Now, at the end of the day, I'm a proud black man. I love being black, but I have to say this. I have to tell the truth. The people that give me the most problems, like I said, when it comes to doing media and getting interviews, be black fighters. All the Mexicans can't wait to talk to me. They always say, "Hey, what's up, man?" and all that kind of stuff. And I want to say this. I keep it 100. I'm going to tell the truth always. I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm gonna always call out bullshit, whether it be with people that look like me or people that don't look like me. That's just real talk. But Rolly was just tripping over himself. He just kept changing. Like, listen, all it, I'm tell y'all real talk. Do y'all know sometimes fighters don't even sign their contracts to the day of the fight? Do y'all know that? So all this stuff about signing the contract and all that kind of stuff, that be capped. Because I done learned a lot covering fights. I done learned a lot. So I could really be like blowing these dudes. I could really be blowing these dudes out the water. Because see, I see right through the BS. To me, Rolly, I'm just telling you, Rolly is going full blown Richard Pryor. He is just showing his fear of Devin Haney. Like I said, we talking about a fight. We talking about you fighting Devin Haney, and you sitting up there making sex play remarks about Devin and Ryan. Like I said, why do you care, bro? You doing some 50 Cent shit. Like, like, why are you even making a comment like that? Like, for real. But Blue Blood, all praise to the Blue Blood. He did what he was supposed to do. It's very few people that's out in the field that's melanated, that look like me and blue, that's really out there. Like, not only are we fighting for, you know what I'm saying, each other, we actually trying to help these brothers out there. But when they're combative and sitting up there always throwing other black fighters under the bus, but then they want to be lenient and show grace towards these non-black fighters, yeah, we gonna have a problem with it, and we gonna call them out. We gonna continue to call them out. Same way we been on, you know whose helmet about, you know, his buck dancing and biscuit eating. We just keeping it a stack. Yeah, Tania, that was some real weirdo stuff. Like, bro, what the fuck do that have to do with you fighting Devin? Like, bro, like to even make a like to even make a goofy remark like that says a lot about your character. That's just really classless. Well, as far as Greg go, I'm happy for Greg that he got his channel back. But this is what I was saying. This is what happens when we work together. This is what happens when we all stick together as one unit and work together. And you know, I gotta say this: shout out to Nomni, shout out to all the people that helped Greg get his channel back. Let's hope he get his monetization back. You know, and people called it out because he got a raw deal. Yeah, these dudes be lames and stuff. And like I said, I'm approaching this thing different now. I'm not. Here's the thing though. A lot of times when I try to do these interviews with these dudes, I ask them first before I do an interview with them. Or can I conduct the interview with them? I ask them first. But now, since I'm just gonna start doing what everybody else do. I'm just gonna start turning on my camera. Whatever happens, happens. Because at the end of the day, I don't want to have what you would call an awkward moment. But if somebody tries to make it awkward for me, I'm gonna make it awkward for them. Anybody try to humiliate me, I'm gonna try to humiliate them back. From this point on, it's return fire. So, all the credit in the world to Blue, who stood on business. That was, and like I said, Blue did not disrespect Rolly, but he just basically confronted Rolly. I know what they gonna say. Oh, Blue's a Devin Haney nut hugger. Blue's on Devin Haney's payroll and all that kind of stuff. But I done seen Blue do this with everybody. Well, it's on Blue's channel. He basically pulled up on Rolly and he did an interview with Rolly, and then all of a sudden, you know, Rolly tried to use deflect tactics and try to project stuff that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Then he makes a ridiculous remark about Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia want to touch each other and all that kind of, like, man, come on, bro. Nobody ain't trying to hear that shit. Just stop it, dude. It get to the point to where it's just pathetic. But this is what you call real journalism. You can ask somebody some tough questions, and at the end of the day, it's nothing personal. But a lot of times these fighters, the thing is with these black fighters, they want you to show them love and show, you know, look out for them, but then they don't want to look out for you. That's a two-way street. So it was just interesting seeing Rolly act like that. You know, because he kept trying to change the narrative, and he kept like, and Blue caught him in some lies and stuff. He talking about it's been 3 weeks. It's been about maybe maybe a week and a half, and all this stuff about one thing you shouldn't do. You shouldn't be talking this, oh, sign the contract, and here's the thing. Now, Rolly can use the media to go in on Devin Haney and stuff. Nobody has a problem with that. But then when you asking him about, you know, what is he doing on his part to make the fight happen, he gets, you know, he gets mad or he gets a little irritated. So let's see what happens. But from what I've been told, the fight is going to be formally announced on Saturday. Devin will be in Las Vegas on Saturday. So there you have it. Anyway, appreciate you guys. I'm out. Got to get back to work.